In this tutorial, in this video, we'll be discussing about roll-up group by functions and cube functions, set operators, views, synonyms and sequences, and indexes. So this is the last class. So basics of SQL concepts for beginners. So in this class, will we cover all these concepts: roll-up function, cube function, in grouping function, and set operators, how to create a views, and synonyms and sequences and indexes. Okay, so now let's move on to the uh, roll-up function. Okay, so roll-up functions are basically used for in roll-up functions, especially if you're working on a reporting side, and if you want to calculate group by totals and summing up of the totals. So subtotals and grand totals, if you want to calculate on a particular column on a group wise. Okay, so we use the function called rollup here. So there are the enhancement by a group by features. So using the rollup, so what we will do is this gives the salary of each department spent on a job category along with the salary of totals of individual departments and and also the total departments. So the basic syntax for the rollup is select rollup job sum salary from employee group by rollup group by rollup group by rollup group by rollup and followed by department number comma job. Okay, department number comma job. Okay, so now let's execute this particular SQL. Copy. Okay, so now I'm executing the SQL here. So you can see here the group by totals at the department level and sub grand totals. Okay, so that is the purpose of this rollup function. Rollup by we have given department number versus job level. Department number, how much department wise, the designation wise, how much we are spending. So that is the total we will get. And using group by. Okay. To read using group by. So here in group by, you can use by using decode option, and with that we can get the result. Okay. So this is another way. So if you want to replace this totals, no, like wherever the nulls are there, you can use group by functions. Okay, so you can execute the SQL. Okay, so and the next thing is cube. We have discussed roll up till now, and now we'll discuss about the cubes. Group by roll up we have discussed. Now we'll be discussing about cubes. Okay, so what is the cubes then? So it gives the salary in each department and job category, the total salary for the individual department, total salary for all the departments and salaries in each group, each job wise category. Okay, so let's execute the SQL here. So this is the SQL. I'm just executing it. Go to this particular function. Execute the SQL. Okay, so there's some issue here. Okay, some termination. Okay, okay. It brings like this. Execute now. So now you can get the resultant. Okay. So all departments, all jobs, all departments designation wise, all departments unlist wise. So the cube here, it will give the total detail level. So if we use the roll up, you will get only the we won't get all the totals like this. So that is the difference between rollup and cube. Okay. Now let's move on to the set operators. So set operators are basically used for mathematical operations. We may study it in 8th class or 9th class in our school days. Okay. So here union is to combine all the records and it will eliminate the duplicates. Union all will allow the duplicated value. So here the table layout should be same from the table 1 and the table 2. The metadata should be same. Then only we can select the data here. Okay, so here duplicates will be restricted. Now let's see this. Student one. Let's see. I think this table is missing here. Student one. Okay. So here student I will give and we'll consider student one. So since student two table is not there in our list, so here I use unique. So union all allows means union all will allow the duplicated value. Okay. So here total how many records? Total you can see 20 records. Let's let it be a little bit up. 27 records. Okay. So now what I will do? Minus. I use minus. Minus means it is subtraction from A minus B, something like that. So the difference records will come here. Whatever it is not the missing records, not matched records in table student table, that will be displayed in the output. Okay. So this is minus, and let's discuss about interaction. Interaction, it gives the common data value. So if you use intersect, not interaction, intersect. Intersect will give the common values here. Okay. So intersect will give the common values. Okay. So here common values will be displayed. Okay. And minus give A minus B. Suppose A of 1, 2, 3, B is equal to 1, 2, then A minus B will be 3. Like that, the minus value. So minus will be reflected here. So the minus will give the records on the table, which is not rather than the other tables of the same structure. Okay. So now let's move on to the views as per the schedule. Okay. So why we create views? Normally in data various tables, so we cannot hit the data various table directly by selecting table. So they will give permission to access to a view. So here views will be selected. So there we give select access for the view to retrieve the data. View table name. Okay, so here view is a database object that's logically representative of a table. It is derived from the table. So there is no storage of bits found. So often has the same manner of a table. So here the storage, it won't be stored in any, it's like a one kind of a virtual image. So what are the types of views? Views can be created in a simple manner or complex manner. Okay, we can create read-only views. So whatever the data is updated in the table, automatically it's reflected in the view. Simple views created from one table, where complex views created from the multiple tables. So normally in data warehousing, you'll create complex views only. So multiple select statement joining 3 or 4 tables and combine together. So then we will load that entire data in a view. Okay. So why views? Provide the additional level of security. So restriction of access. So normally if you are trying to load a data in a table and parallelly if you are trying to hit the select statement on that table, the performance obviously will reduce to that data. So in that scenario, how we can deal the situation? So the view will be locked whenever data is inserting in the table. Only we can select the data. So it provides the security to the data and hides the data complexity. Simplifies the command for the user. So views without DML. So we can create views with DML or without DML. So normally in data warehousing projects, in ETL side, so we'll be creating views without DML operations like read-only view, view with group, category, aggregation function, row numbers, parenting view, view with distinction. So this is the basic syntax. Create view name as select star from table name with read only. We can give the syntax. So this can be only view the data. We cannot whenever we try to insert the data in view, it won't work because it's only read only view. Okay. So you can create a view based on a select statement. Okay. View with DML. So when you use DML means, so then whatever, if you insert the data in the view, automatically it reflects in the table. Okay, so in general, we want to create views with DML. Okay, so we'll be creating view with without DML only. Okay, so we can create a view without having a base table. We can create a view with checking constant. Okay, so normally this checking constants won't applicable in views actually. So it can be created at the table level. So that is very, very important. So creating views. Okay, so here views will be created from the table. Okay, so we can drop the view, drop table names. A similar way, drop view name. Okay, so this is about view. Now let's discuss about synonyms and sequences. So synonym is nothing but an object. Okay, synonym is nothing but a database object. It is used to alias for a table. So normally original table name will be hide for a security purpose. Okay. So there are two types of synonyms here, private synonym and public synonym. What is private synonym? Private synonym is available to a particular user creates who creates it. And public synonym is created by a DBA user where available to uh, all the users. So whenever if it is the public synonym created by DBA guy, so it will be accessible for all the people. And private synonym is restricted user. So only person who creates this, they have the control. It hides the name and owner of the subject. So the purpose of creating synonym is to alternate for the table so that the subject name, the content will be table object name content will be hidden. Okay. So it provides the location transparency for the remote objects for the distribution of data. Advantage here, hide the name and the owner of the object. Provides the location transparency for remote objects for user. Okay, for the for the user. Okay. So now how to create a synonym? Create synonym S1. We can give a object name. Create synonyms object name from the table name. So this is a private synonym, and this is the public. Okay, if you want to create a public, you have to mention public. Drop S1. You can drop. This is a syntax for dropping a synonym. Okay. So and sequences. So sequence is nothing but a unique number created in the database sequence. Okay, so here you can start with a number like create a sequence name, incremented by starts with maximum value, minimum value, cycle repeats. So incremented by 1, minimum value is 1, starts with 1. Okay, so this is the way we can create this. Normally, if you want to implementing surrogate keys in your table, if you want to create a sequence number when the data is loading, so you can use this sequence number. You can create a sequence and sequence that can be assigned to a database table. Create a sequence S1 incremented by 1, incremented by 10 with starting value of 100 and minimum max 5 value, and it is repeated by 200 cycles. Okay, so create a table name, and you can use this sequence yes next value. So yes next value means it's a sequence. Automatically, it will create the next value here while inserting the data. Okay. So let's execute this small example. Create a sequence S. How it works. So this name is already existed. 1 second. Okay. So here SCQ1, and let's try to insert the data, student table data, insert into student table. We have to give this name while inserting the data. Let's see. Execute this statement. Not have some enough value. Something is the issue. Okay. Select star from. So this is storage issue. What we can do is we can correct it here itself. So here the number is 2. So what we can do is alter. We can increase the number. Alter table student modify no. So now let's we have modified the length. Let's see this now. Okay. So now let's execute this. Not, oh, okay. So here this is not the issue. Enough else. Okay. So here we have to provide the value, and oh, we have to provide the marks also. Marks 500. Okay, so it's not the issue. Then let's see. So let's execute the table. So here it starts with 500. Let's see the second value. What are find like that it will be get incremented. So, okay. So let's comment this data. Okay. So this is the way we can use the sequences for the next value. Okay, so normally you can use for incremented purpose. Okay, so you can create alpha number sequence also. So based on this. Okay, so if it is A, B, something like that, you can use translate function. Okay, so this and all, if you want to use, if it is the requirement, you can use that alternate sequence method. Okay. So you can set a maximum value, minimum value, and you can change the incremental value. You can change the number of catches in the sequence that we have seen earlier. So how to drop a sequence? Drop sequence name. That's it. Okay. So this is about sequences. Now let's move on to indexes. So indexes, page number 120. So in the SQL developer guide, go to page number 120. So why we use indexes? The purpose of indexes will be created in database tables. Like whenever if you are fetching the data, they will be stored the data in a separate area where we will fetch that particular data to get the accurate result, to get the result a speeder and faster way. So indexes are mainly used on join, join columns and all. So indexes is typically a list of keywords accomplish the location of information on a subject. You can create indexes explicitly to speed up the SQL statement execution on a table. To speed up the SQL statement, so that is the purpose we use the indexes. Indexes points directly to the location of the rows contains the value. Wherever the values are getting contains, so that location it directly hit and get the data faster. Okay, so here we will use the indexes on a large tables on a column that like to be appear in the where class are simply equality. Okay, so here there are different types of indexes. So mainly indexes are used for performance improvement to get the SQL the information retrieval select data faster and load it into one table to another table. In that case, will be use indexes. Indexes has been classified into several types. One is Unix indexes, non-unique indexes, B-tree, bitmap, composite, reverse key, function-based key, descending in key, and domain in domain in key, object key, cluster key, okay, text key, partition key, index organized key. Okay, so we'll be using mostly unique indexes. Okay, so local local indexes, global indexes. Let's discuss one. So this unique index is guarantee that no two rows of a table have a duplicate values. So in a table, there is no duplicated data. If it is a unique unique key constraint, then we use this unique indexes. So for a primary key, unique key constraint, for this, it is created. Non-unique key is non-unique indexes is not to impose the above restriction. So if the key values are not primary key and not unique key, non-indexes is created. So how to create the unique indexes? Create unique indexes. Just you have to provide the unique name, okay, on that particular table name with respect to the field. Similarly, non-unique indexes. You can mention in create indexes, okay, IND and a student name. Okay. So this is the way to create indexes. Okay, so bitmap indexes on a column. So bitmap, bittree indexes. So this is defaultly used for the Oracle database bittree, a tree that provides both rapid access of individual rows, quickly access to the group of rows in a single range. Range whenever it use, no. So in that case, we'll use this bittree indexes. Bitmap index is used for low cardinality columns, where there is a column cardinality having less data. So low coordinate, lowest cardinality, very having the very minimal group of values. So in that case, the bitmap index is used. Compare in which here the number of distinct values is small and compared to the rows in the table. So here distinct values are very small. So in that field, for that field, so we will create a bitmap indexes. Now coming to the composite indexes. Okay, so just you will provide create bitmap, create index. So we'll mention the unique respective indexes. Composite indexes is a concatenate. So when you're concatenating two columns, then we'll use this composite key indexes and reverse indexes. So reverse key indexes, when we compare to a standard indexes, reverse indexes of the column. Okay, so if you're reversing order of any particular column, in that case, reverse key indexes is and function-based indexes. It depends upon the function. Like if you are using any function, okay, so for that function, if you want to use any indexes, you can use this. Descending indexes, like setting up the order, either ascending order or descending order, you can create this ascending indexes. So text indexes, if you have any text data to a column, okay, so different types of text data. So in that case, we'll use the text indexes, okay, and text query, text indexes that we have discussed. Okay, text queries. Once the text is created, okay, so we'll use this. So these are the syntaxes for text indexes with different examples. Okay. So So these are the various SQL statement related to the text indexes. Okay. So with this, the SQL statements and what we have discussed, SQL concepts got completed. And yeah, indexes set. So with this index organizing tables, if you want to organize a table to keep the data storage in primary columns, organize indexes, we can use this organizing indexes. So mainly from the ETL side, the indexes are mainly used for to improve the performance, so that indexes are used at while joining condition of a table, the monitoring and usage improve the performance of the job. Okay, so for that purpose, these indexes are used. Okay, so thanks for watching this video till now. And if you are looking for any data stage training, information ledger training, and if you are looking for data stage job support, information ledger job support, you can text me in the given WhatsApp number. So WhatsApp number is available in the below description box. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.